Welcome to today's Seidokan Saturday. We're going to look a little bit at fighting from the ground or being downed and put on your back, maybe pushed, shoved, whatever, or in the jiu-jitsu world where I intentionally take the back in order to pull somebody into my guard. This happens quite frequently. I don't remember Jody Paul ever doing a whole lot in terms of ground fighting. We did a couple of drills similar to this. But the idea is, if I'm on the ground, I don't want a guy getting on top of me. So if he's pushed me down or whatever, and I've come down, I'm going to go fetal. I'm not like this waiting for somebody to come into my guard, because in the street, that is open to him. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is tuck one foot under, get on a side hip so I have a guard hand, and the other leg is going to be here to fend him off. So that as he approaches, I can kick, I can side kick. If he tries to circle my back, I just roll with him. Okay, and so we learn to maneuver, and we learn to maneuver, and all the while I'm tossing out side kicks, roundhouse kicks, front kicks to his groin. If for some reason he does bend over at me, then my kick's going to be up higher or in stronger. The other thing that happens is when he's within, go back, sit back. So we're here and he's in this fighting range. When I tuck in, he feels pretty comfortable with that foot being there. But if I hook it and push, then that's a pretty standard jiu-jitsu style takedown with the legs. The other takedown that happens in fighting is to take the back of the leg this way, come up, or if I'm on the other side, he's on the same foot still, I can take it with the hook kick coming in. So one is to stop here, roundhouse kick the back of the knee down. The other is to stop here and hook kick to take him down. I find this one to be just a little bit stronger, personally, but for the sake of the technique, we need to be able to do both sides, all right? So, ground fighting is, I'm kind of butt scooting, I guess, if you will, and trying to get up. If I can, when it's time for me to get up, I'm simply going to post on my left hand, my right foot, come back where I can keep this guard up, bring this hand to guard as quickly as possible. Okay? So again, he's trying to attack me here, doing whatever he's going to do. I'm fending him off with a variety of kicks, sweeps, takedowns, trips, etc. Then, as he's come in, if I get him pushed back enough at some point, then I'm going to bring myself up by posting on opposing limbs, pulling my knee back while I keep my guard up. Now, all of that said, our technique for today is Kempo yakusoku number 30. So the kata-ish version is actually me intentionally going to the ground against an opponent's attack. It's a lot harder at 65 to get up and down from the ground quick and to slide and do a slap. So I'm going to do a slow-mo-ish with the understanding that it's a sacrifice move. There's a line in the second Tom Cruise Jack Reacher where Kobe Smothers has taught the little girl this defense move, and she wants to show it off to Reacher, and Reacher says, if you ever have to use that move, you're dead already. Then, of course, that plays around the end of the movie. The guy's got her at gunpoint or knife or whatever he has, and Tom Cruise looks at her and says, you're dead already. She gets the thing and does the technique. So this kind of sutemi waza, or intentional falling technique, sutemi is I'm going to the ground. This kind of sutemi waza is an intentional sacrifice myself move. And there are a number of those, again, in traditional classical jiu-jitsu with the wheel throws and some other things. But the Kempo version is essentially this. Okay? He comes in with a punch. Hey, I dodge to the side, slide my right foot in, kick to the groin. From here, block, roundhouse kick at the knee. He may not all the way be all the way down yet. I roll. When I do this, locking his foot, he flattens out. Hook kick into the back, spine, kidneys. Roll over. Roundhouse kick to the head. Because if I do this, he's probably going to want to pick his head up. And so I just bounce it into the floor. from here, rolling away to my guard and up. That's essentially the technique, Kempo number 30. Let's do just once from the other side. I gotta fall down again. That's fun. Now, the other problem, I could switch feet, and instead of kicking, go ahead and step in like you punched, right? Boom. I fall, I get to here, and I kick. This leg being forward kind of blocks my trajectory to his groin. So I could fall the other way and do the opposite takedown and follow through just to the roundhouse kick without the heel kick on the back. That's an alternative, but the reason that it's done with this slide in the left foot is in a street style punch, instead of stepping with his right, he's going to take that swing here, which opens that perfectly. Now, that affects my takedown coming here. Boom. And he may not go perfectly or the other way, but that doesn't matter because I'm still going to come around. Bam! That will flatten him out. Bang! That will bounce his head. Now, I could do a back roll here. I could come up with the jiu-jitsu back away. I don't have room for a back roll. My wall's right there. Or I can simply side away, keep my guard, come up and ready. Okay. Arigatou gozaimasu. That is Kempo yakusoku number 30 with some informational context of how it's used, taught, practiced in jiu-jitsu or in the snake Kempo techniques of being on the ground either intentionally or unintentionally and using the legs to keep the distance. He will probably grab a leg, kick it to the side, be very aggressive, and be able to pass my leg guard, at which point then we go into the traditional guard or other kinds of defensive maneuvers to try and get up. That's it. Thanks for joining. Like, share, subscribe, call your mom, leave a comment. Especially if you don't like it, I get these guys click a thumbs down and then I never know why. Tell me what you hate. I'm good with that. And until next week, most importantly, as always, let's keep practicing.